Check it out, guys. Oh,
what is going on, guys? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Manny B here with the Skinny Water Boys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Yes, I'm still alive. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me post there a lot, or consistently posting there. I've been lacking hardcore on YouTube, and I've been getting all your messages, guys. It's been a wild last probably 2 years, I would say, for my life. A lot has changed, a lot has happened, and it's just, you know, part of life, different seasons of life that I'm going through right now. Fishing has always been like the forefront. I'm kind of just jumping right into this, guys. I might jump all over the place. I'm just going to talk freely a little bit here and, you know, kind of give you all an update where I've been, what's been going on, why I haven't been posting. Am I going to continue posting? I don't know. We'll see. Continue watching, guys. So anyways, let's kind of give a little backstory and then catch all up to speed where I'm at today in life. Guys, so if you've been following me for the last probably 10 years, 7 years, I've been fishing heavily since I've gotten out of high school, basically. And I've been doing YouTube for probably almost 10 years now. Not as, you know, crazy, you know, 10 years doing YouTube, and I feel like, you know, some people, you know, just get big time and go crazy viral over time. I've been doing it just, you know, for keeping it fun, keeping it as a fun hobby. You know, I've always been like, man, imagine if I could fish for a living. That would be insane, right? But just, you know, sometimes it's just not for certain people. You got to have that, you know, TV personality, constant, just energetic. And I go through a lot of ups and downs of like being energetic, being one social, being all that stuff that you know you see on YouTube, TV, interactions. I kind of just spit on the lens, I think. Things like that. But I can continue keeping up with YouTube. I'm gonna try my hardest. I have a bunch of content. I just don't think it's that great. I haven't posted in a while, but I'm thinking like I've been getting a lot of messages like, hey guys, hey man, where's your videos? We love your content, like this and that. The stuff that I've been doing is, I think it's boring to me. That's why I haven't really posted anything. But maybe you guys might enjoy it. So let me know in the comments, you know, if you enjoy what I'm doing. So what am I doing, right? So basically what happened in the last 2 years is I got married. You know, moved to Austin, Texas. If you don't know that, yes, it's tough for me to even say. It's crazy sounding like, you know, I'm texting and I'm like, it's tough for me to even say I moved to Austin. But yes, I moved to Austin, Texas. That's where my current wife was living. She was a girlfriend at the time, and then I moved up there. You know, is it going to work out? Is it going to be a long-term thing, or is it just going to be a fling, you know? So it ended up working out. Everything was good. As you know, guys, a lot of you know that I am married now. And so, yeah, I moved up here for a year, worked a new job, slowed down fishing since then. And then now that, as you can see, I'm in a messy room, I am a homeowner now. Like, dude, a lot has happened, guys. And you know, things are moving fast. Life is hitting fast. Life is hitting hard. And I'm rolling with the punches. We're going with it. And I'm going to continue trying to post videos for you guys, because I still love fishing, filming content, posting videos, sharing my experiences on the water with you guys at home. And hopefully it encourages you and gives you that stamina, or gives you that drive to want to thrive, to, you know, do what I'm doing, or, you know, just to get out there. Because I've talked to a lot of people about, you know, fishing, living in apartments, living in a house, vice versa. And I've always rented a house or lived in a house, and I've never lived in an apartment until I moved to Austin, Texas. And I will say I never want to live in an apartment again in my life. That was just a disaster overall. And when people were telling me, they're like, man, I don't really want, you know, can't go fishing because I live in an apartment, can't have a kayak, you know, this and that. And I'm like, bro, that's just in your head. Technically, yes, it's in your head. It's just a mental block. Why you don't want to go out there and fish and put in that work, extra work. But then whenever I actually moved into an apartment, I could see why. The parking situation is probably the worst situation you can deal with when you live in an apartment. There's no assigned parking, right? So you're not guaranteed a spot. They have more apartments and more people living in apartments than they do have parking spots, which is like, what? Why? How? What? Where did y'all go with that? But they do have garages. I mean, I drive a big truck, so I can't put my truck inside the garage. So if I went out fishing after work, I would have to, get back in time and just cross my fingers and hope that, there was parking when I got back. So yes, living in an apartment made me very lazy, very like nonchalant, like, I'll go out this weekend or something, I'll wait for the weekend. And then now that I'm living in a house, guys, oh my gosh, it is night and day. I want to do stuff. It felt like I was a robot living in an apartment. This is my personal experience, so I mean, if you live in an apartment right now, I'm not knocking you. It's not for everybody. It's not for me. I just did not enjoy the apartment experiences because you're constantly moving. You're constantly, like, I didn't hang up a single picture. I maybe hung up, actually no, I take it back. I hung up one picture in the entire apartment, and then whenever my wife moved in, I was like, we're not hanging nothing because we're about to be out of here. And it was, moving out process was horrible. I do not recommend it. Moved out here. I'm not gonna say where I'm exactly at. I'm in a place in the hill country near some very pristine waters, guys. If you know me personally, on a personal level, friendship level, that's like my biggest thing. Like, where I'm at. Like, if you know me from a personal level, you know exactly what town I'm living in, where I'm fishing, things like that. I'm fishing bodies of water that I've always wanted to explore, and it was just always just too far out of reach for me to get out there. And now I'm here. I'm literally 25 minutes from some of the best bass fishing lakes you can have, or you can fish here in Texas. It's got, clear water, what I'm used to, tons of grass, tons of hydrilla, big bass, what I'm very used to. But it's a new challenge for me. It's a very new challenge for me because these fish are nowhere near the same that I'm used to back home in my home waters. I could go to the Guadalupe, I could go to any river down south and just pull out giant bass. Yes, I'm pulling out some pretty good bass up here right now, but I would have to say it is because it's springtime right now. If you're not catching big bass in the springtime right now, you're doing something wrong. And hopefully in this video I can share some tips with you guys, and I'm gonna add some like overlays, talking points of why I went here, why I looked there, because overall it is a lake, but at the end of the day, it's still a river in a way, because the rivers still fill up these lakes here in Texas because they're all chain lake. A lot of them are chain lakes, and a lot of them just thrive and survive off of rain and rivers, and so they all relate to the rivers and creek channels, river channel, all that good stuff. So it's just a bigger river. It's a learning curve for me. I've always done lake fishing, but like after probably around when I started fishing with Albert, and then Albert and the Lone Star River Rider boys, we fished a lot of rivers because, dude, fishing lakes, in my opinion, it's not that fun. You're on a big body of water. There's boats going by, there's jet skiers going by, but man, dude, the big bass are just, they're there. They're just like different. Like, you're catching fat bass with actual weight where they should be. Like, if I caught a 23-inch bass on the river, it was maybe 5-6 pounds, 5 pounds, 5.5 pounds. Catching in the lake, you're looking at 7. It's like night and day difference, because the bass are just different on the river. They're fighting the current. They're always, they're fighting the elements constantly, because when it floods, I don't know what happens. I've always wanted to see what the bass do. Like, if there's any way that we could potentially design a science experiment where you raise water super quickly in an area and then have like a man-made chute thing with like little eddies, pull-offs, things like that. Where do the bass go? How do they hunker down? How do they survive in that? But anyway, that's just totally off topic of what we're talking here. But anyways, guys, so yeah, now I'm like, dude, I'm out here in the hill country. I got new waters nearby, and it was kind of like, in my opinion, I needed the change. I was getting pretty complacent with the fishing where I was in Texas, and it's like, that sounds very, spoiled of me, brattish of me, that like, it's just, you know, I'm just too good, you know. I was catching big bass and it just got boring down there to me. The fishery is amazing where, you know, my home waters are, and I mean, I will go there anytime still to this day. And hold on, let me fix this real quick. My mic messed up, so I gotta jerry rig it a little bit. You know, still to this day, fishing down there is still a gem. It's still a treat. I still have those honey holes that I'm now seeing everybody finding, and I'm like, bro, come on, like, whatever. I can't get too mad because you found it on your own, but like, you know, those, like, I'm like deep down, I'm like so jealous that you're getting to fish it a lot more than me, guys, and that's just awesome to see everyone killing it out there. But don't get complacent. Like, coming from me, who's been fishing those areas for a long time, guys, don't get complacent. Always change it up. Always have that next trick, you know, up your sleeve. Always have, you know, you got to stay ahead of the crowd. If you know, keep throwing the same stuff, or, you know, keep doing the same thing, you're not going to say, you know, the fish get used to things like that, and they start, you know, they get harder and harder to catch. So it's like, you know, those gem spots, guys, I always like to rotate them. I'm still getting off topic, guys. But anyways, let's dive into this video. I'm gonna start editing right now, but I just kind of want to touch bases with you guys, let you know where I've been. Am I still gonna continue YouTube this year? Yes. I have another big announcement that's on the way very quickly as well, and it's like, dude, a lot of commitment happened in like within 6 months of my life, and maybe 7 months now, but it's a good commitment, guys. It's a good change, what I needed in my life, and it's just new challenges, new obstacles, and basically ready to level up in life. And guys, you never want to get complacent. So keep moving, keep grinding, and never stop searching for that big bass. So stay tuned, guys, and appreciate you watching. Let's get right to it, guys. See y'all in the water, and appreciate you guys watching.